Hello everybody, welcome. I'm Kimberly Castro. Welcome to Edge of Glory. I've been reflecting lately and I just really wanted to share kind of what I've been going through in my mind, my heart, and just having like honest self-reflection about my life and everything. For probably like over 20 years now, I've been receiving things intuitively, melodies, songs, writings, visions, ideas, healing insight, messages. And for years I kept questioning it, doubting it, pushing it aside, and trying to understand what it all meant. I'd get inspiration, I'd work on that, I'd move on to the next thing. But it was always, I was always moving forward, but I still didn't know what anything meant. But recently something clicked for me. I just realized none of it was random. That God was preparing me this whole time. God was with me the whole time. Even if I was working on chakras and meridians and healings and light color therapy and, working with crystals and essential oils and teaching classes and courses and, having, all kinds of things in person and online. And then I moved from that and I taught yoga for 10 years, and then that led me to something else. So I was constantly learning and evolving and changing, and I wrote 3 books, and those books, the first one was channeled by the Lord, the second one was channeled by Divine Mother, the third one was channeled after my last dog Georgie died back in 2024, and my other dog that died I think it was 2017, he came through when the other dog went through, because they met each other in heaven, and they wanted me to help not only my own healing, but I put all my energy of sadness and grief and everything into this children's book, Where Dogs Go to Heaven is the name of it. And when Georgie died, the last dog, he was a Victorian bulldog, and he was just amazing. He had this amazing healing quality about him that he would just look at you in your eyes like he was looking at your soul. And from the moment he came into my life, we had an intuitive connection. Like when he was a puppy, I would have visions right before he had to go out. He would show me he had to go out. He would show me what was going to happen. And at first I didn't know what was happening until I would see some in my mind's eye, and 2-3 seconds later or 1 or 2 minutes later, the thing would happen. I was like, oh my God. So we had this connection this whole time up until, I'm going to cry because I didn't know I was going to talk about this. I didn't know we were going in this direction, but probably thinking about him too, because the anniversary, his birthday was the 26th of May. And he loved hot dogs, so we had hot dogs for dinner. And up until the last day, he was preparing me that he was going to be leaving. And I knew that, and I felt that, and every minute I had, I would hug him and kiss him and love him and tell him how much I loved him, and that he was going to meet the other dogs and the other animals in heaven, and they were waiting for him. And my other dog in heaven would come to me in visions and show me that he was waiting for him, and that they were going to be playing together and relaxing and cuddling together. And it was beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. And then the last day, he wasn't right. He wasn't feeling good. He was stumbling and wasn't sure what we were supposed to be doing with him. And the last thing I wanted to do is for him to suffer. And I did not want, God forbid, I didn't want to have to put him down. So I was like, please, Georgie, I don't, he was looking like he was in pain, and I felt like it was going to get worse. And I was just like, please show me what to do. Please tell me what to do. I don't want to have to put you down. Please, please, please show me, tell me when you're ready. Tell me when it's time for you to go. And I was sitting on the floor, and he barely had any energy in him. And he sat up, and I was sitting on the floor. He was sitting, sitting on the floor in front of me, weak. And I'm like hugging him and kissing him and telepathically telling him to please tell me. And he told. Whew. And he told me telepathically I am ready. And I heard it and I felt it and I could see it in his eyes. And I wasn't making it up because we just had this connection. I did not have this connection with all the other animals. He was just the one. And I think God was also preparing me, my relationship with animals and my dog, that it's possible to have these intuitive, soul connections with them. And now that I look back, that the book came right after he passed. He was showing me the book, and he wasn't showing me the regular visions. If you have visions, you have visions of like life and stuff. It's almost like you turn on the TV, so it's like real life looking things. It's just with your eyes open or closed. But if you turn the channel to a cartoon, the cartoon are illustrations, and they're colorful, and they don't look like real people in reality. They're cartoon figures, right? So after he passed, I was seeing themes and visions and stories in cartoon in cartoon visions. So until I wrote the book and finished the book and published the book, everything, like I tapped into a completely different realm or portal or frequency, and it was all coming to me in cartoons and cartoon stories, and I would get the words that rhymed, and I would see the book cover, I would see the book pages, I would see what they needed to look like. So both dogs would come to me in my dreams and my visions and show me exactly what to do with this book, because the book was not only healing for people, for kids that lost, to try to understand that their dogs go to heaven and that they play and they have fun, and and tell them that, but also the adults that have these relationships and connections with their furry friends, and some of them feel like they're your kids because there's so much love and unconditional love, and you have to take care of these animals, and you have your routines with them, and you feed them, and they depend on you, and they cuddle with you when you're happy, when you're sad, and they're just your companions everywhere you go. But even when they go to heaven, my dogs still come to me. I still feel them. I still hear songs. I see things that remind me of them. So before I move past that, if you lost an animal, just know if you get these little nudges from them, these little whispers, little smells of them, or you find their own old leash, or find their own favorite little bone that was behind the dresser, and you go to sweep weeks later, months later, years later, and you still find them. That's them just saying, hello, I miss you, I love you, I'm okay, I'm walking fine, right? I'm good, I'm playing. I am playing with my friends. I'm just up here watching over you. So if you feel like you're connected to them, you are. But I was just looking back on everything, all these experiences, like God was preparing me, my relationship with my dog, so I could write that book, and help kids and adults that have lost their pets, the people are connecting to God. God, gave me the words for 40 days, devotional book, my first book. It was my first book. I self-published, and I look back, I'm like, oh my God, I got to correct it. The font is off, this is that. But you know what? It's not about that. It's about the words that the Lord put in my heart to share with you. These words are powerful. They're simple, but it's what we need to hear at that time. And then the other book, so the first book was Call Me, I forgot the rest of it, but it's by me, Kimberly Castro. And then the second one was Internal Fury. And that was Divine Mother coming to me, at 4 or 5 a.m. for days, and all this information would come. And God was always preparing me. And each one of those times I was intuitively receiving the information differently. One I would connect to, Jesus. One would connect to Divine Mother. For the books, it was more a different frequency of cartoon and illustrations, and that's how I got it. And now recently, these songs that I've been channeling from the Lord, I have 3 out on Spotify and Apple Music and wherever else you listen to music. will be available in the next week or so. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I finally opened up, even though years of hearing these melody songs, and all these little hooks and everything, I didn't know it was for me, and it was that easy to receive that information. Healing for me and healing for whoever it resonates with. And it was not for me to hold on to. It was for me to share. Get out of my own way. Listen to God's plan. Be obedient to Him. And He keeps leading me. The Lord keeps leading me. And it's the whole time He's been here with me. I had no idea. So I'm looking back at everything He touched, everything I did, everything I seen and I felt, good, bad, sad, grief, everything, every lesson. He's always been here. And the whole time I was practicing connecting to spirit, to my higher self, to my soul, but I was really connecting to the Lord and God. Getting a better connection with Him so I could hear Him, so I could steward for Him, so I could stand up and say, I believe in God, and God is here. I'm not trying to convince you that He exists. I'm just letting you know I believe that. I experience Him, and I know you can too, if and when you're ready and open. So I don't know what God's putting on your heart, in your soul, and it's going to be different for everybody. Whatever creative inspiration you're getting, it can be about writing and visions or cooking. It could be maybe you do hair, maybe it's doing something different with people's hair, or talking to people differently when you encounter them, or to listen a little bit more when someone needs healing, even though if they need a special word or just comfort, even if the people that look strong and need you to, need someone to let them know that they're going to be okay, because even though it looks like they're fine on the outside, maybe on the inside they're struggling with something, I don't know. I mean, I just realized I think so many people are carrying gifts, creativity, wisdom, ideas, and a calling inside of them that they're not listening to, but they keep dismissing them. They keep saying that's not for me, or make excuses, because they're not arriving. The inspiration might not be arriving the way they expected. I didn't expect to write books. I didn't expect to have a podcast. I didn't expect to have songs, created by just sitting down and actually saying, okay, Lord, I'm ready. Give me the words. And oh my gosh, it just poured out like a waterfall, just words. And it's just amazing to me when you just listen. And then when I'm creating the music, now that I'm creating it, now that I got out of my own way and started creating the music and putting it out into the world, the fourth song that I'm creating, as I am listening back to make sure it's what I heard, I'm hearing something completely different. Like, no, it's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be a ballad. And I'm like, okay, a ballad. Okay, I better look that up, just make sure I know what God's talking about, because I don't have musical training, and I think I know what a ballad is, like a single person singing. I don't really know, but anyway, gotta look that up just to make sure. And then I'm hearing like the pace needs to be like this. These are the instruments that have to begin and end, and in the middle, and the pacing, and the just everything. Who knew that I would not only hear the songs, hear the chorus and the verse of the melody, all the lyrics. Like, not only am I getting all the lyrics, I'm getting everything else, like, to produce it. I'm like, what? Are you serious? And every time I'm like, my intuition is getting stronger, my connection to the Lord is getting stronger, my intuitive muscles, my skills, my spiritual senses are just heightened, and I am open, because I'm telling God, I'm ready. Please expand my energy, my faith, my courage, everything as you lead me down this path. Please, remove any obstacles. Let everything be easy. Show me, God, how easy things could be. And let me notice the opportunities when they come. So these are things you could say to yourself. Just, God, show me the next step. But actually, like, listen. Close your eyes and see if you see the step. See if you could hear the step in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. We all receive intuitive insight and connection to our intuition, ourselves, our God differently. And sometimes it's so subtle you miss it. Or it's so simple you ignore it. So that's it. I just want you to know that God speaks and guides everyone differently. So what is he saying to you? What does he want you to do? Stop self-sabotaging. Stop ignoring your inspiration, your calling, because once you start to trust, and believe me, I'm talking to myself too, because I need a lot of reassurance and a lot of things need to happen before I jump a lot. But now I'm leaping a little bit faster because I really, really see God coming through every decision that I hear from him, and I actually do it right away. I'm in church on Pentecost Sunday, and he said, release the other 2 songs. I released the first one. Then I was like getting in my head, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this before I release the other 2. And here I am in church Sunday, and God said, release the other 2 songs. Very clearly in church, sitting in the pew with my husband. And I was like, okay, Lord. So as soon as I got home, I released the first song, and then I released the second song. And now I get my emails saying, okay, now they're on Spotify. You know, everything's been approved. The music's been approved. The artwork's being approved. Lyrics have been approved. And I was like, okay, God, what do I do now? So now I just want to tell you. It's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where it's going, but I trust the Lord is leading me in a direction to help steward. You know, so who are you supposed to steward? What are you supposed to be doing in your life? And it might not look like a podcast or a book or music. It might just be with the relationships you have with the people around you, whether you're an artist, whether you're a baker, whether you do hair or do nails. You're around people, and there's stuff that we could be doing to help others. So I don't know. I don't have every answer yet. I'm still walking this path too, but I know I'm done hiding the things God has been asking me to share. And maybe this episode is your reminder to stop ignoring what's been quietly calling you to. So good luck. Thank you for being here. And let's just see where God's leading us. But I'll share, you know. It's going to be different for everyone. Until next time, take it one step at a time, one breath at a time. And remember, just take a deep breath and call on the Lord. Ask me, show me the next step, show me the way, enhance, expand my creativity, my vision, my courage, my joy, my peace. Show me how easy it could be. Show me what I am not seeing or what I'm hiding from myself. And give the Lord permission. Go in there, Lord. Help me heal it. Help me release it. Whatever's stopping me. Take my burdens. Release my fears. Release self-sabotage. You know, release anything to make room for the new blessings. That's it. We gotta start somewhere. Let's do something. Let's do something together. Okay, gotta go.
You are the
Bye for now.
only when I am lonely. You are my constant. You are my glory. You. Now that you're here, now that you're next to me, I will never doubt you. I will never leave you. I will walk next to you, beside you, forever. I will trust you. I will honor you. I will be here for you, like you've been here for me. I will never doubt you. I will not leave you, ignore you, or forget about you. I will not doubt you. I will not leave you. I will not forget you. From now on, I wanna walk with you, beside you, honoring you. You are the glory, you are the light. Walk beside me, shoulder to shoulder, guiding me every step of the way, keeping my faith, holding my head high. Even if I can't control the unseen or lies, there's so many illusions. But if I get weary, all I need to do is open my eyes. I look toward you, call out your name. You're here next to me when I call your name. Lord, hear my prayer, guide my life, protect my family, protect my life. Trust you with everything that I have in me. I'll just open my eyes and keep you at my heart. I will love you for the rest of my life. I will trust you for the rest of my life. Before you came to me in my dreams and visions, I never understood what it was like to be with you. From now on, I will stay faithful. I will still be grateful for who you are. I will stay grateful for who you are. God in my life, you are the one. You are the only. When I am lonely, you are my constant. You are my glory. Thank you for never giving up on me, for watching over me, for protecting me. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your blessings. I thank you for the unseen. Thank you for the lessons I didn't know I needed. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you for believing